I wanted to share a technique that I use to do test color schemes using the renders of models. So in this case, I'm using this Vujasha from Judgment, which is a really cool model. And this is the same technique that people use for colorizing photos, black and white photos. So just wanted to show you how it works, and hopefully it'll inspire you to try out some fun color schemes. So the first thing that you do is you're going to paint. You end up painting in the different areas of the model that you want to be able to apply different colors to. So in this case, and I'm using a one layer for each color. So in this, you do add layer, use a paintbrush to paint in the area, and then the magic happens. You start with this, which obviously doesn't require that much painting skill. This is about my level. But when you switch these, I'm going to switch. Let's switch her skin. When you switch this layer mode from normal to overlay, it applies that color to kind of tint the model to that color. And so if you turn on overlay for all of the layers, you end up with an effect like this. So that's cool kind of unto itself because it lets you test out a color scheme on your model. But what I think is really magical about this is that you can then start pouring using the pour tool. So it's important here, don't select contiguous off because that will let you like pour into all the different areas. So let's imagine that I want to take this model and test out a different skin color. So what if rather than a light blue, her skin was a light green? I can just, by just pouring into that layer, I can I can test out that color. Um, so maybe let's take it a couple steps farther and try painting in a bunch of green and just see what a green schemed Vujasha looks like. So I can paint in her tentacles. I have the staff tentacles in a separate area, so I can do those green. Maybe the cups actually look fine, I think. Let's go pick out a different color for a cloth, like maybe a lighter green. Oh, that was the same color we used for her skin. Let's try a uh, blue, like more of a gray green for that. Um, and maybe we can even use a gray green for her hair. So you can repeat that. You can color up the base, and it just allows you to really quickly cycle through and say, well, if we go with this green scheme, what color armor would look good? Should we go with like a bronzy uh, brown? That's maybe something like even that would look nice. Um, so just something that has a green tint to it but still looks armor-like. So yeah, it lets you quickly cycle through. So just to give an example of what you can do with this, I tried doing a Vujasha for each season. So this is just shows you how, and these come out really quickly. You just pick a color, paste it in, pick a color, paste it in. So I think the thing that's fun about this to me is it really lets you test out different colors. And for example, on this one that I wanted to be a summer, I was kind of debating, should I do red with the hair and the cloth, or should I stick with blonde? And I ended up feeling like I liked the yellow a lot. And similarly with the spring one, I was thinking that doing kind of a fun hair color would be a cool way to kind of make it really look distinct. So I went with this green, and it lets you try out a scheme that might be more radical than something I would typically try, like using pink for the tentacles. Yeah, hope you find this useful, and look forward to any questions. And yeah, hope it helps.